I just spent 3 nights at Art of Animation. It's a value resort here on Disney property, Walt Disney World. It has definitely some pros and cons. One of the biggest pros is it's on the Skyline. It makes it so easy to get to both Hollywood Studio and Epcot. It's right across from Pop Century. It's full of bright colors. It's got family suites and standard suites, and I can't wait to share it with you. Welcome, Disney fans. We're going to take a walkthrough tour of Disney's Art of Animation here in a minute, and I will show you one of the most popular room types, the standard Mermaid room. We'll follow this little route through the resort. If you are looking for a fun and immersive experience at Walt Disney World for your stay, the Art of Animation resort is a great choice. Not only is this a value resort, but it's inspired by some of Disney's most beloved animated films, and it offers comfortable accommodations for families of all sizes. So that's what's making it quite popular. Let's get started and explore what this magical resort has to offer. So to get our bearings, the Disney Skyliner, which is the gondola ride that takes you to both Epcot and Hollywood Studios, is directly behind me. On either side of me are the Finding Nemo family suites, and I'll talk about the family suites in a moment. Directly ahead of me is a playground. After that is the big blue pool, which is the main pool here at Art of Animation. There's 3 pools total, by the way, and then the main building is after that. Look how cute this little play area is. It's so fun. My kids would have loved this. My kids are grown now, but I would have loved this. All right, so right after that little playground area, you can see straight ahead of me is one of the entrances to the big blue pool right here. We'll come up here, but I'll continue to explain this whole resort layout. The layout of the whole resort is made up of 5 different areas that are sort of stretched out along this pretty little lake, and each area has its own theme. The main lobby, front desk, gift shop, dining hall, arcade, all that, that's the central building, and that's themed after, you probably guessed it because of the resort name, it's Disney Animation. And we'll take a look inside in a few minutes. The family suites are spread over 3 areas. This is right down the middle here is the Finding Nemo suites, as I said. And then up ahead to our right will be the Lion King suites. And if we take a left before we get to the main building, we'll be headed towards Radiator Springs or the Cars-themed family suites. And then the furthest from the lobby and the main pool are the standard rooms with the Little Mermaid theming. So left to right, if your back is to the Skyliner and you're facing the main building, you have Radiator Springs and the Cozy Cone pool, and then you have the Finding Nemo section and the main building, and then the big blue pool there, and then the Lion King section that does not have its own pool, and then finally the Little Mermaid and the Flippin' Fins. So let's talk about the family suites. The family suites, which again are going to be found in Radiator Springs, the Lion King area, or the Finding Nemo area, they sleep up to 6 adults. You've got 1 bedroom with a queen bed and a bathroom. You've got a double-sized sleeper sofa and a double-sized table bed, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a table by day and a bed by night, or just leave it as a table or leave it as a bed. And then finally the Little Mermaid standard rooms that sleep up to 4 and will either have a king bed or 2 queen beds. We will head over there in a bit and take a sneak peek at one of those standard rooms. I forgot to mention that the family suites have 2 full bathrooms, so that's really nice for larger families. What I love about this area is not only is it just beautiful, but they pipe in music that is reminiscent of the Lion King, and it's just fun. It just puts you in the vibe. If you're a Lion King fan, you will love this area. Look how pretty this is. They're even making s'mores right here. That's available for everyone. There's so many places for cool pictures. There's places for kids to climb on things. There is not a pool in this area, but it's just a nice kind of a peaceful walk, especially if your rooms are over in the mermaid section. You're going to be walking through here quite a bit. But it is really pretty, and it's worth a visit walking through these sections, even if you're not staying in this section. And we can talk a little bit more about the suites. Each suite does come with a little kitchenette and a microwave. You have a mini refrigerator and coffee maker, and then you have that dining table and chairs that can turn into a bed. And there's an in-room safe, a hairdryer, ironing board, all of that, and complimentary Disney Wi-Fi. Overall, the Disney's Art of Animation suites are great for families. I would check pricing and compare because they can get a little expensive, and sometimes the price can be the same as maybe like a larger deluxe resort room, and the prices may be comparable. So check with your favorite travel advisor and have them compare those prices for you. Or you can ask me, because that's what I do. I'm a travel advisor. So because this is a value resort, and by the way, this is the Little Mermaid section that we're walking to, you'll notice that the family suite buildings do not have any balconies. They're sort of dorm room style, I guess you'd call it, where you walk into the building and then you find your door and that's how you access your room. The Little Mermaid section here, as you can see, is more motel style. So while you will have a balcony, it's the shared walkway. It's not a private balcony. And at the deluxe resorts and some moderate resorts, you'll have a balcony or a larger space, because the room sizes here will be the smallest square footage in Disney World. All of the value resorts, they will not match something like the Grand Floridian, which I believe has the largest. Look at her, I love her. Hello, Ursula. So over the top, fun characters that your kids are gonna love, or if you're a Disney fan, if you're a Little Mermaid fan, you're going to love this area. It's just fun. And of course, you're hearing familiar tunes from The Little Mermaid, which is always so fun. Here is the Little Flippin' pool. This pool and the Cozy Cone pool over on the other side, over in Radiator Springs, they're going to be quieter. Not as many kids. It's a little quieter of a pool. They're not going to have all the games and noise that you would at the bigger pool, the Big Blue pool. By the way, the Big Blue pool is the largest pool on Walt Disney Resort property. Little fun fact for you. I think one thing that I'm not super excited about is that long walk back and forth between the mermaid rooms and the main building or transportation. It's a bit far. But let's go take a look at one of the standard rooms here at the Art of Animation. These standard rooms will sleep up to 4 adults. So like this room with 2 queens, there's also a room with a king. They're clean. I think they're pretty. Our picture was crooked. That was no fault of ours. But they're clean and they're pretty, and you know, they get the job done. You get a good night's sleep. They've got your amenities here. A nice bathroom. It does have a door that closes. There is a hidden Mickey somewhere in this room. I'm not going to tell you where, but it's in here somewhere and I did find it. But this is a great space for a small family or couples or friends. When you open that door, it is pretty close to the end of that bed though. So the square footage is not huge. These buildings also have elevators, so they are accessible if you have strollers or if you have mobility issues. Now we're on the parking lot side right now, and we're looking at sort of the ends of the building, and these are big, giant notebooks with sketches of some of the characters from these movies. So let's talk transportation. The Art of Animation has either buses or the Skyliner. The Skyliner only goes to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and the buses will take you to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. Now, if it's for some reason the Skyliner is down, they will run buses to both Epcot and Hollywood Studios, so there's no problems there. I had no problems with transportation here. There was plenty of it. I got to the resorts on time. I like to get there early, so I had no problem hopping on either the Skyliner, which is my personal favorite, or the Disney buses. So we're going to walk over here and I'll show you the transportation area. If you've ever been to Disney before, the value resorts sort of all have the same layout in terms of the main building. You're going to have this long stretch right here, which is the bus stop, and it's very well marked. They also have TV screens that show you when the buses are coming and when. What buses are coming and when. So it makes it pretty convenient. It has some shade on these hot days. It's pretty brutal to stand out in the sun, so that can get a little hot. But it's all the same layout. So All-Star Resorts is another value resort, Pop Century, and they have sort of the exact same layout here. Got your front desk over there to the right, and then to the left here is the transportation area. To go more into the main lobby here. So this is not the main entrance. The main entrance is just a little bit further down to my right. Down here, you can drop off, you can check in, the main desk is there. But right here, we're gonna head inside. Here's just a view of the parking lot area. We'll head inside Animation Hall. And if you're familiar with these value resorts, they look the same, but look at the design inside. It's beautiful. This video really doesn't do justice to how really beautiful this front area is, this main lobby. To the left there, that's the dining hall and the gift shop. And to the right is the check-in. Look at how lovely that is. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love this space. Then you've got an arcade here. You do have to pay for those games unless there's a hurricane and they shut the parks down, and then they will open that up to play for free. All the Disney resorts will have an activity board posted, usually in the main building and then close to the pool. with daily activities, fun things you can do. So next up, we are headed through the store. It's got sundries, it's got souvenirs, it's got everything you need. It will be a little more expensive than you could get at home, but that's to be expected in Disney World. Here is the dining hall. There is plenty of room. I never had a problem finding a seat. Granted, I didn't always go during like the really busy times. Here you can mobile order a lot of the food. You're headed home on the bus or the Skyliner and your family's tired. You can order your food, send them to the room, and you can come back and pick up your food and bring it to the room. They have plenty of options too. There's something for everyone. There's definitely going to be kid-friendly foods like chicken tenders, French fries, things like that, but there's also plenty of options for adults. I love this little grab and go section. This is great for packing things into the park. Yes, you can bring food into the parks. Here's another activity board, a little more detailed. And then a shot of some of the animation boards, panels here, whatever you call them. Really pretty. So we're heading back out to the big blue pool straight ahead, and also straight ahead there would be the Skyliner. There's outdoor seating outside the dining hall. And there's the big pool, and then over here to the right is the pool bar. Yes, they serve alcohol in Disney World. They also have non-alcoholic drinks here, of course, and a small menu of food. You will also find a little self-serve laundry area. Not that you're planning to do laundry when you're in Disney World, but hey, things happen. I've used it. We're going to head past the pool bar now over to Radiator Springs, and I have to say I absolutely love this area. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it was the time of day because the sun was setting and it just looked so like deserty. I don't know, but I just love the landscaping. I love everything about this. By the way, I can't really videotape because there's families and I don't want to be creepy, but there's big giant games scattered around the entire resort. It's a lot of fun. You can do giant checkers, things like that. So here we are coming into Radiator Springs. These are family suites, as we mentioned. And if you have Cars fans in your family, they are going to love this. Look at the landscaping with the big like red rocks. It's so cool. Even like the stripe down the path here to make it look like a road. If it looks like I'm holding the camera at a weird angle, it is because I'm trying not to videotape random people. So I apologize for sort of the wonky footage here, but you can see how beautiful this is. Look at how cute it is. You recognize some of these characters? Pretty cool. So cool. All right, and then so straight through, cool stack of tires over there. So straight through this building here is going to be the Cozy Cone Pool. And I don't like to videotape if there's lots of little kids around, just out of respect for the families. But I'll try to get some shots here. If you can see real quick, there's big, huge, giant orange cones that surround the pool that offer some shade. And this is, again, going to be a quieter pool than Big Blue. So if you need a little quieter downtime, that's a good option. Hi, Mater. One of the entrances to the Family Suites building. So cool. I don't even really need to say much. It's just lovely back here. It was a really hot day today, and having the sun kind of set behind these buildings, but seeing it shine on the building up ahead, it's so lovely. Sarge, hello. I don't know what this building is used for. It could be some family activities. Maybe it's just storage. I'm not really sure. If anyone knows, you can leave it in the comments. Here's a little back. We just walked from that area. This is another entrance. So picture ready for you. Love this. there are quite a few people around, so I'm trying to be respectful of that. Anyway, that is our tour of the art of animation. It is a beautiful little resort, over the top theming. If that's your thing, if you love these characters, or your kids do, they're going to absolutely love it.
Really cool.
So as we walk out of here, you will see the lake. And across the lake, I'm holding this away because there's people coming. But right across the lake here is Pop Century, one of my favorite resorts. Also on the Skyliner. It's got a similar layout. And it's also a value resort. I'll zoom in on it here. You can see the big yo-yo. So that is Pop Century, just across this little hourglass lake.
The sky is so pretty behind me. Look at this.